Example 6, once again, evaluate the limit if it exists. Limit as x approaches 2 of 1 over x minus 1/2 over x minus 2. The structure here, hopefully you can see very clearly that all this stuff is on top. That's the numerator of the fraction. And that stuff's on the bottom. That's the denominator of the fraction. If I go again to my initial plan for any limit is to substitute the number in. All right? So if I substitute the number in, I'm going to get on top 1/2 minus 1/2. On the bottom I get 2 minus 2. That creates 0 over 0, which is indeterminate, which means, again, I don't know what the answer is, but there possibly is an answer. If in that step there you get 6 over 0, the answer is either infinity or negative infinity. Use a table, get really, really close to 2 from both sides and see what infinity is approaching. All right? But again, right now, more often than not, it's going to be indeterminate because that's actually more exciting. All right? There's more stuff to do. There's more mathematics involved in it instead of just a number generator on your calculator, basically, doing all the work for you. So more often than not, they're going to make it so algebra is required. Now, what you notice about this is it is a unsimplified fraction. You have a fractions, or actually 2 fractions in the numerator. So if I see that picture, my first thought is, hey, let me make the fraction simpler. All right. The obvious issue is the x minus 2 on the bottom. That's the obvious issue, right? That's creating 0 on the bottom. 0 on the bottom is the problem. I don't care if 0 is on top. If 0 over 17, the answer is 0. I don't care about 0 on top. 0 on the bottom is a problem. So everything I do when I'm simplifying, I'm going to keep x minus 2 separate from everything else I do. All right? Keep that in mind when you're doing this. So if I take my problem as is, limit as x approaches 2 of 1 over x minus 1/2 over x minus 2. The common denominator of the 2 fractions on top is 2x. So as we did back in Algebra 1 and also Algebra 2, a little bit in geotrig, we're going to multiply both top and bottom by 2x. Okay. Anytime you have a fraction, if you want to multiply the top by something, you're allowed to as long as you multiply the bottom by the same thing. That's the requirement. Once I do that, we're going to get 2x times 1 over x makes 2. 2x times 1/2 is minus 1x. 2x times 1 over 2 is 1x. All over x minus 2 times 2x. Now again, I can make that 2x squared minus 4x. I could. But I want to keep this separate, so I'm going to keep it in factor form, 2x times x minus 2. Did that solve my problem? No. No. We still got the x minus 2 on the bottom, right? Does this cancel x minus 2? Does 2 minus x cancel x minus 2? What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with the top one?
Yeah, I mean, why can't 2 minus x and x minus 2 cancel?
Yeah,
It's swapped around, right? It's wrong signs, okay? This is supposed to be negative, this is supposed to be positive. So that's going to happen occasionally. You're going to get the factor you want to get rid of. You're going to have the same factor on top, except it's going to be swapped around. Some wrong signs are going to be happening. The way you handle that situation is you factor out a negative 1. And if I factor out a negative 1, 2 becomes negative, and minus x becomes positive. And that does happen occasionally. So you do have to account for it in that manner. So the 2 minus x that we had here changes to negative 1x minus 2. Notice negative 1 times x makes minus x, negative 1 times negative 2 makes positive 2. They're the same expression, it's just this has the correct factored form we're looking for. So now x minus 2 cancels x minus 2. So the problem becomes limit as x approaches 2 of negative 1 on top over 2x on the bottom. We've successfully gotten rid of the x minus 2 on the bottom. What was creating 0 on the bottom is gone. So now, once I get down to a simplified form that's equivalent in all manner to this one, except for that one number 2, now we can substitute 2 in. 1 over 2 times 2 is going to be 1/4, so negative 1/4 is the answer.